What's
Ta-da!
up?
I will tell you this. Whenever I hear that music, I'm like, we are here. I love that. Shout out to Lyric again for that. Talk to me. Or that was Rihanna. I don't know. Either way, I love when that comes on because I know that I'm going to have another brunch date with you all virtually.
Hmm.
Hello, everyone.
What's up?
Hey,
You
how's it
niggas,
going?
good. You niggas look
I
sleep.
can't hear anything.
You
Sorry, hold
can't
on one
hear.
second.
Oh, okay, it's okay. So Jared, okay, so we obviously don't have Jalon today, but we have our brother from another mother, Jared, in the building. What's poppin', Jared?
Hey, what's going on? How are you?
Good. How have you been? We haven't seen you in such a long time. I mean, I follow you on Instagram and things like that, but you haven't been with us in a minute. So what's new? What's going on?
Nothing much for I think the last time we talked, I was like just graduating or just about to graduate
Can
from
you guys hear?
college. Oh, that Miles is gone. But yeah, no, like the last time we talked, I think I was just about to graduate, and whatnot. But I just started a new job, so that kind of like moved us deeper into Ohio. But that has been an interesting run thus far. So it's very interesting just working in that environment right now. But
Okay, so you're still in Ohio, so you didn't move to LA. Are you still in the kind of what is it outreach, or you still work with gay? What is it?
yeah,
Help me out.
yeah. So we work with the LGBTQ plus community. So basically, in plus like those looking and open to like a welcome healthcare home. But I work in marketing, so it's really just like a hospital essentially. It was known as like a AIDS resource center, formerly like
Mm.
maybe like 15 years ago here. It's kind of large, and then it kind of like consolidated down, and then expanded into kind of like where we are now. So we have like 26 locations, if I'm not mistaken, here, Texas, and West Virginia.
So, child. Okay, so you still they still work around AIDS and AIDS care and healthcare. So, what did you think about the baby situation? Like, was your office in an uproar during the Rolling Loud the baby AIDS comment? Like, how was that? How were you guys affected there?
So with us, it's really interesting because like it just really depends on like how like entertainment enters like the healthcare talk space essentially. So with our clients being outraged, some of them was like putting some um hate speech and stuff like that like underneath our posts. So we had to like come back and basically like speak on it a little bit and do like an educational series. And we actually just had a conference for it's called like Transforming Care. So it was about the experience of transitioning and things of that nature. But yeah, it was really interesting. I spoke with them about like speaking on it.
Hmm.
On the baby thing or whatever, like I had us like repost it, like I had them post about that, and then Lil Nas X just to see what that would do, like in our chatter. It was pretty well received. It was more positive than like hate, so it was pretty interesting.
Mm. Okay. Sean, what's going on with you? You look nice. Where you going today?
Thank you. I'm going to a brunch like I always do. I have to have a brunch
Okay.
after this brunch.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
Nothing, but I've been doing good. I mean, my weekends are usually chill. This weekend I had to, do some budgeting and stuff because I'm starting to get a little bit more meticulous about my finances. Remember, everything is changing around me. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I've been doing this weekend, which wasn't really all that much fun, but I know that, it's helping me to build, especially with like the new environment that I'm in. It's a little bit more high class. So I've been exploring and all that.
Oh, tell
So
us a little
yeah.
bit more about the high class
I mean,
exploration
it's
of the
just
environment.
I just, went for a couple, went for a jog here and there, went and explored my environment. That's all.
Okay. Was there any other men involved or high class men
No,
involved?
no, it's just me. I mean, I notice things and I
Oh,
get, compliments and things like that, but it's just me.
are you going like in your short shorts and a crop top?
Of
Like, wow.
course. No,
Okay,
not a
yeah,
not a
absolutely.
crop top. Not a crop That's not me, not a crop top, but I do have my selection of athletic wear that I wear.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay. Yes.
I've met, but
Yes.
I have met a couple of dudes that I used to date at the gym or at gyms in the past.
Mm.
Oh, is it cold?
Hmm.
Why am I the only one that looks freezing right now? It's
No,
freezing
it's
out here.
very hot over here.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it?
not.
No,
It's
it's
kind of like
cold.
lukewarm. It usually doesn't get cold in Texas until like Halloween. Like once right after Halloween, that's when it starts getting really cold. So we still got a little bit more time.
Child, it is windy and raining outside.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's raining down over here.
Yeah, you'll be over the weather in Ohio. I know you be over that. The weather is just trash out there. Okay, so
It's
Miles,
awful.
you are here. Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? What do I sound like?
You sound amazing.
Okay, good.
How are you? You
Whew,
look
that was stressing
good.
me
You're
out.
starting to get really shredded. I mean, are you working out consistently? What's
Yeah,
happening here?
well, I've always worked out consistently. I just started doing different things. I don't know, maybe.
Oh.
Honestly, you know when it really started? When I got into that car accident 6 months ago in April. I don't know, something about like my semen retention journey and then like that happening just lined certain things up for me energetically,
Mm-hmm.
and I made a shift in things. But yeah, my weekend or my week and weekend has been pretty good. Yesterday, I did manage to make it to the beach, so that was
Mm.
awesome. I haven't been going to the beach as much because, I'm. It's the time of, I know I live in South Florida, and that's a problem. So I try to have a time where I preserve my skin versus just out in the summer all the time, enjoying the beach. So I did manage to make it to the beach. I go like once a week now versus like every 4 days.
Mm.
But yes, not
Okay.
literally, but I used to go to the beach a lot. But yeah, everything's been pretty
How's the work?
chill.
How's the work week? How's the
The
work, the content
oh
week for
yes, the
you?
the work week. I can always get some work done in between my beach days. That's the one thing. A lot of
Yeah.
people don't understand. They feel like maybe I spend too much time. Even now, saying, "Oh, I spent 4 days at the beach," I felt like bad saying that. Because I guess I don't want to say. I don't know. I feel bad saying that. But I can get a lot of work in. Excuse me. I can get a lot of work in around my fun time. Like I can get work in right before my fun time. It can happen
Yeah.
anytime. I just
Yeah.
comes. Whether it's private, OnlyFans. That's kind of separate though. I don't really see that as the same. Or like even YouTube. Get that little pocket change.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, from
yeah.
the ASMR videos. Shout out to that.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Do you do that
Yes.
on your OnlyFans too? Like a OnlyFans naked nude ASMR?
No, I don't. But I could get
That's a
into it. I don't know.
thing.
It's a thing, yeah. I could get into that. But I don't
All
know.
right. Well, I was just asking.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
Yeah.
thank you. Yes.
shoot, better write that down. That sounds like a
Yeah,
good
like a
idea.
nude,
Right,
like
that's
you
Like
know what I
true.
mean?
it's a
Like
good
I don't
idea.
know how you would do it. Don't get me to suggesting because I'm really ignorant. But
No, no.
um
No, I see. I know what you definitely were going for with
put the
that.
Putin
It
by the
definitely
bunnies.
exists.
I mean, but you know what? Some people would like it at cracking your toes in the screen.
See,
Yeah, they would love that.
no, it's
Okay,
bad.
okay. So me, honestly, I don't really want to talk about me. I've been fighting this pimple here on my face, and I've been going like a whole week, 2 weeks and a half without a haircut, like I was telling you guys earlier. But it's all gonna work out because this week I'll be going out of town, and I'm going on a boys. Like my best friend's having a birthday party, so we're good. We got this big cabin in top. I think I told you guys this before last week. So anyway, we have this, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it because it's gonna be like eight, nine, maybe 10 of us all in one house for 5 days. I'm really interested to see
Oh,
how
that's
this is gonna.
exciting.
Yeah, I'm nervous though because I'm like, that's a lot of personalities
It
in
could be
one
like a
house for
reality
five
show.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't have anything really planned other than activities in the house. So it's like we're not going out like that. So everybody has to move as a unit. So this should be a very experimental weekend, to say the least. So yeah, that's what I got going on. But content wise, let's get into the show. So I named the show "Age Ain't Nothing But a Number" because there's a lot of different conversation happening around age, and we talk about that
Hmm.
a lot here on the platform. But even this week, it's became more prevalent. So I want to talk about something that it came up yesterday. So I was on Clubhouse, and it's just been heavy. Like I was on there this morning. I've been like all talked out. The Nicki Minaj and Jennifer Huff lawsuit. I don't know if you guys have been following it,
Mhm.
But
Disgusting
Jennifer
trash.
Hugh is suing Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty because for allegedly, harassing them to get her to recant her statement about being sexually raped by Nicki
Mm.
Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty. Okay, so that's the whole. That's basically the synopsis. So everybody is like either Team Nicki, Team Jennifer. So I had the privilege yesterday of having a conversation with her on Clubhouse, and she was just talking about a variety of different things. And she basically stated that she never said that Nicki Minaj directly harassed her herself, and she never said that Kenneth Petty directly harassed her. However, they had people around them that were connected to them harassing her. And so a lot of people are like, well, how are you going to prove that Nicki Minaj has anything to do with this? And she's saying that she has receipts on she has receipts basically proving or evidence proving that Nicki Minaj is in fact connected to these people that are harassing her, particularly a man named Black. Now, this man named Black, he is being painted on social media as a schizophrenic man that has no affiliation with Nicki Minaj or Kenneth Petty. But we all know that at one point they did have a relationship. So this is just a big rabbit hole. It's just a mess. And I would like to know what you guys think about the situation if you guys have been following that all.
I feel like I have been following the situation via, of course, your social media because I do find it to be pretty interesting, and I do love Nicki Minaj as as a woman of color that has pretty much changed the game of rap, in her own way.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of everything that's going on with that situation, I really feel like she shouldn't have even been involved. I know that
Mm-hmm.
she decided to marry Kenneth Petty. That's her personal choice, for whatever kind of reasons they have a past and stuff like that. But in terms of her like getting directly involved in that, I feel like that's not good for her reputation at all. She is a queen, but it's like that's kind of tarnishing your reputation. And I feel like if she
Mm-hmm.
would have kind of took a back seat to that and allowed him to handle things and go through the process, that just would have been better for her. Um, I'm not here to say anyone did or didn't do anything, but I mean, I just feel like she shouldn't have put herself in the mix at all. It's not good for her legacy.
Hmm. Well, I definitely don't support any R things. That's terrible. Um, I'm very much a wait and see type of person when it comes to things like this. If she says that happened, okay, I accept her saying that. I'm not saying it didn't happen, and I'm not going to try to defend that side over there. I just, I don't know. And I feel like a lot of people have already said this, but I don't really speak on Nicki Minaj or anything. But why is she with this man? Like, it's just so weird
They
to me. It's
they have a
weird
Yeah,
to
it's
long
like
me.
like they have
A
like
lot
a
of
long
celebrities,
history, but
they have a long history. Whatever excuse people use, like a lot of celebrities, a lot of these celebrity women marry some lame dudes, it seems like. I don't know. Or they're just with them. I don't know. But hey, if this is what she wants to deal with, because you could love someone all day and have this type of history, but this is what you want to deal with? I don't know. That's all I can really see. Like,
yeah.
this is what you want to deal with. This is what you're going through. This is how you're representing. I don't know. You're Nicki Minaj. You could pick a lot better than this. I don't, but like, she has her reasons. Whatever. I'm not here to get into that. I have no opinion on the case. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Like, it happened. If it happened, it didn't. If it didn't, how long ago did it happen?
Well, they're harassing her allegedly now, still, up
Oh,
until
so they're
this
like
day
harassing her with like.
to
Well, that's
recant the statement so
terrible.
that he can. Okay, so the rape happened. He served his time. He's been convicted. The problem is he has to register as a sex offender everywhere, and that creates public knowledge of Nicki Minaj's addresses and things like that. They want him to be off of that sex offenders list. So allegedly, they have been reaching out to her to recant her statement so that that can be removed and it looks like he is not a registered sex offender. The issue is she's saying that she does not want to recant her statement, and because she does not want to recant her statement, allegedly she is being now threatened and harassed by goons from their camp. And so that is why she has created the lawsuit, because she feels like they are harassing her because she won't do what they want her to do, which is recant the statement so that Kenny Petty could look like he is not a sex offender and he doesn't have to register.
And that's not that hard to believe. I could believe that.
Yeah,
I
but
could
I can
really
believe
see
that.
anybody with money and power. They have a certain entitlement a lot of the times. It's sent so and so to go do so and so. Maybe her situation is a little more sloppy, but I could definitely see it. You know, this is what she chose, so she was prepared. I mean, she chose this man, so she was prepared to go down this road. I would
She could
hope
have
so.
solved that problem by leaving him at wherever they were at, while she, keep the baby and him in one spot, and you fly and go do whatever it is you need to do, because you should not have gotten involved in that.
Well,
Like,
I think the problem was like a lot of people are confused because they're not realizing that she actually brought this up because once Nikki got with Kenneth, I don't know if you guys remember, but the internet was blowing up digging into who he was. Then we all found out that he had been a murderer and a rapist. And so then she went on Queen Radio and attempted to defend him, and then brought the
Mm.
victim in it and said, "Well, this is not true. He was 16, she was 17. They were in a relationship. She was going to recant her statement. However, when she found out she found out if she was going to recant the statement, she would have to go to jail for 90 days. She didn't want to go to jail for 90 days, so she didn't recant the statement. But white is right." And then she alluded to the fact that Jennifer was a white woman, and Jennifer is not a white woman. So the
Right.
problem then became then no one knew who this woman was. So then after Nicki Minaj did that, all of these people started digging into who this woman was. So now insert Nicki Minaj into the situation because now you have a platform of 200 million some odd people. So
mhm,
now they're all feeling the way because now you've just victimized yourself and your husband
right.
because you were trying to defend him.
Mm.
So that was
Followers
just
are blind.
Jared. What you
Yeah.
got? I'm gonna
But
probably do a video on it later, but I just want to know what you guys thought about the situation.
Yeah.
I feel like she kind of made her bed and actually got a lie in it. Essentially, like like I can see both sides of it. Like, of course, she wants to stick up and try to defend who she's marrying, but like Miles was saying, like I don't. I mean, that's the situation that you kind of want to deal with. I don't really know.
Yeah.
I don't really have an opinion. I don't. Yeah, I really don't know. But what I will say is, I believe any story until until I'm forced not to be able to believe it. So I feel like whatever allegations could be a valid allegation, but everybody's still somewhat
Mhm.
innocent until they have their due process. But in this case, he kind of had his due process already. So I really don't know
He must
really
be a
how to
good.
feel about this one.
Right. He must be a good quality of man for her to be putting up with this. I don't
Well,
He
or
know.
he
really
must
might
have
be
some
taking her
other good
down.
quality. He might have a good quality of something else too, because he don't have to be just a good
Nah.
quality man.
Okay, from a mental health perspective, we need to make that a segment.
Okay.
What would
Yes.
what no, because I'm just trying to figure out what when a person with that kind of money,
Hmm.
that kind of power, that kind of access that we can only imagine or dream about right now at this point. What would make you become with a man with such a criminal background, knowing that the public is going to dig into this, knowing that you have a brother that is a convicted pedophile now,
Hmm.
knowing that you have all these things against you? Why choose that when you could literally have anybody on the planet at this point? Why would you get a guy like that mentally?
Well, I feel like
She
it has a
couldn't.
lot to do with control. I
Okay.
feel like, when you have somebody like Kenneth Petty, look where he came from, look at his background, without Nicki Minaj, he wouldn't have really amounted to anything where he's at now. Whereas with Nicki Minaj, she has the opportunity to date people, kind of like what Miles is saying, like around her sphere that can actually do great things for her.
Mhm.
But instead, she chooses somebody below her. I think it has a lot to do with control. And then also, like, her childhood circumstance. A lot of people have not healed their inner child. And I do feel like Nicki Minaj hasn't healed a piece of herself. And so it's kind of like
Wow.
repeating patterns.
Hmm.
Mm.
I do
Okay.
think. I think. Shoot. What was I gonna say? Never mind. Never mind. It was right there. No, I just. Yeah, I forgot.
Okay, well, I just want to know. So that was interesting. So continuing on with this age ain't nothing but a number. Let me try to pull this up. Hopefully, it doesn't mess up what I got going on. Because child, we get risky over here. So there's a 61-year-old Floridian man. Floridians are kind of nasty out there, Miles.
Okay.
Um, he is
Really tripping
dating.
out here.
We are.
Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up. I don't know if you guys seen this. I'm not gonna read this full
Yes.
article.
I've been
Um,
following.
share the screen. Okay, share, boom. Okay, so allegedly, he's 61. 60-year-old Florida man marries his 18-year-old goddaughter, quits Facebook due to backlash after claiming girls are jealous of his wife. A 6-year-old, 1-year-old man named Michael Huggabug, whatever his name is, received a ton of backlash after tying the knot with his 18-year-old goddaughter Deja in Florida. Mike announced he and his wife are quitting Facebook following all the negative comments he received. He also defended his marriage, claiming that girls are jealous of him and his wife. Okay, what do you guys think about that? Is that okay? Um, Miles, I know you're really big into dating older, but
Yes.
18 and 61?
Whew.
I mean, this is also his goddaughter as
Right.
well. So I feel like there was a
Mm.
line that was like jumped over, not even like crossed, but like it was jumped over.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's grooming. That's what that is. That's her. That's his goddaughter. That's grooming. That's
Mm.
not no.
What is grooming for the people that really don't understand? What I mean, do you know the true
Yeah.
definition of grooming?
So
Okay.
grooming is pretty much when you are like in the vicinity of a child. So like maybe a neighbor's friend or something like that that comes over and builds a relationship and establishes a relationship with the family and the child. And then whenever the child gets old enough, that's when you decide to confess that you have romantic feelings. And because you pretty much raised the child to have that closeness with you, it puts you in a situation to actually be with them. So it's like
Mm.
grooming, like you're getting them ready.
Okay. Do you think people would respond differently if they were more classy? Like they're very like ruffian, like she's like coming on here cursing up a storm, acting a mess. He coming up in here, black and mild energy, all that.
It's the
Do you think people?
goddaughter. It's the
Black
goddaughter
and
part
mild
for me.
energy.
But
Like that's the
goddaughter doesn't
part.
mean goddaughter. What does goddaughter mean? It means
It
to.
means that you basically were given some kind of authority through God to be the father or the mother of this person. So you're supposed to be their mother or father spiritually.
In
That's what that
case
means.
something happens to their
in
parents,
in
right?
case something happens,
Yeah,
that doesn't mean that you get to form a sexual relationship with them that's crossing the line. That's what it means.
it's
Why is
like I feel
that
like
crossing the
like
line?
Yes.
Like
because I
it's
feel
a
like
crossing,
they're still family.
but if
So
they're not related,
okay, so how about this? Let's say that you're a young child, right? And then your parents elect two other people to become your godfather, your godmother. So then you get older. And so now that you're older, your godfather or your godmother decides that they want to try you in a sexual way. That's not that's crossing a
mm,
boundary because their intention was to be your spiritual father, your spiritual mother. Like that's the no.
I guess it's kind of reminding me of something like a brother marrying their brother's wife. Where they do that weird family thing, and I don't know. It just seems like, well, he is taking care of her technically, and if she's willing to do this,
But it's different because it lies on like a different level, like child,
most
and then you have the
definitely.
parent. But then if it's like brother, sister, something like that, it's a little bit more equal.
Mm,
They said,
most
That's
mind you,
definitely.
she has baby pictures of him holding her. Now that's
That's like
disgusting.
yeah,
auntie,
that's what I'm
uncle,
saying. Like,
nephew,
no,
niece
no.
kind of
Let's
is where
listen
I
to a
always
little
put
bit
that
of
at.
this. Let's listen to a little bit of this. I don't know if you guys can hear this. Can you hear this audio? Oh shit. Can you hear this?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, hold on.
No.
In
Stop
the video
sharing.
defending each other. God.
What?
Like it's so hard
Hold
for
on.
me to infringe on people's personal government, so that's why I ask these questions.
No, we want to get into it. I just want to hear what you got to say because technically it's all legal. It's all legal. They're not blood and she's 18. But is it right? Let's talk about it, but let's listen.
Worried about what my motherfucking life got going on. And then on top of that, why would I want to be the chasing clout to be called a fucking child molester? Why would I want to be called a child molester, bitch, to get some clout? Oh, dumbass nigga. Y'all some dumb motherfucking nigga. You know why? Because I'm a black man. But y'all go Google them
Stop.
black men and shit in them relationship with young girls. Y'all ain't got nothing to say about that. But as soon as a nigga get on this bitch, a young girl married to a white man, see, I know what y'all niggas mad about. Y'all niggas mad about cause y'all can't get that pussy. You fuck nigga mad cause y'all can't get that pussy. What you fuck niggas mad about?
You fuck niggas mad because you can't get their pussy.
How
You
old?
fuck
How
niggas-
old
this
are
is-
you?
This is
Like,
this is so disgusting. But look.
Hold on. First of all, half of y'all niggas that talking shit, I literally can expose every last one of y'all motherfuckers. And then y'all niggas from out of state and shit, y'all talking about a motherfucker be in my inbox talking about fly me out. Y'all can fly me out and this and that. Like, man, listen, we don't give a fuck about that shit. I damn sure don't, cause I committed. I'm committed to my nigga. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Fuck y'all. I'm just here. We're here for our supporters because they love us. So at the end of the day, y'all ass is unpaid ass comedians because all y'all do is motherfucking get on the net and try to motherfucking be goddamn comedy muff, stand up comedy or whatever the fuck y'all want to call y'allself, and y'all ain't even getting paid for the shit. So y'all might as well have several seats because y'all ain't doing shit. It ain't getting to us because at the end of the day, you know, we still gonna do us regardless, no matter what the fuck y'all think.
Y'all motherfucker wasting y'all
Are you
time.
really married?
Yes, we really married.
Y'all ain't see
You want me to show you the
motherfucking
marriage
license?
certificate? Yeah, we really married. And all that old dumbass shit, man, about killing me and running up on me and
Ready to create a website quickly?
All right, so that's what it. So that's the gist of it. Okay, so what do you guys think of that?
That is a fool.
I think they're very not classy. I think they're very unclassy, but like, or like, you know, for what society considers. I just think
So
that's
what
why
I'm
they're
hearing from
perceived so
you-
negatively.
So I feel like what you're saying is perhaps if he was right, like if they were white or if they were more have held themselves a little bit better, no one would care if they looked a little bit more clean cut and polished. You think that people would be okay with, you know, a younger girl marrying an older guy. Now, mind you, I think he has like 4 kids, 3 or 4 kids. She has a child too. It's not by him though. So, and she's talking about she's a stepmother now.
So
now
she knows how life works.
Yeah, she's been
she has a baby.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people, they're told, you know, or a lot of girls that maybe I see it on TV at least, the girls are always told, well, you're not dating until you're 30 or 35, you know, because I just can never imagine my little daughter with somebody. But it's like, okay, maybe she is too young and she is a child, but she does have a child. Okay, so yeah, I'll give you that. But I feel like a lot of people have a hard time understanding when is okay to date someone older. So yeah, maybe 18, but okay, not 18, when 21, 25? When is acceptable, you know, because 18, 20, 21. And she already had a baby.
I think the piece that I feel like people will be kind of disgusted by the 18 to 60, but I think the piece that's really sickening to folks is the fact that he was her like overseer of her. He was like a guardian to her. He was a parental figure. So it's almost like that's almost like me having a child, Miles, and I'm making you the godfather. And then in 40 years, you're fucking him.
Well, we fell in love. I don't know.
After you were wiping his ass.
So then I guess the UKB. Okay, so now
I don't know. That's deep. I don't know. To me, it's kind of deep. But I look at
let's
things
get into
differently.
It. Break it
that's
down.
a
Let
deep
us
love.
know. Okay, get into it. Talk
to
about
me,
it.
That like it reminds. It's like a deep kind of love in a way.
No,
like maybe that's
Michael.
I don't know about
Miles.
that.
It's about the psychology of it. It's about the fact that this child has a malleable mind that you can manipulate and you can control.
Baby.
Oh no, it's
she
about
needs some guidance.
Okay. So it's about the length of time that they spent together before that point, because of the fact that he was like that was his goddaughter. So they've known each other. There were pictures of them, you know, when she was much younger. So this is before all of that stuff. He is older. He has the ability to manipulate her mind, to influence her. So who's to say that love is actually real? You know what I'm saying?
He also has the ability to uplift her in a way that a boy her age couldn't.
Right. So did he?
Because where is the boy her age who had the baby with her?
Did he do that though?
It looks like it is, because she said she's going to nursing school and everything.
Okay, but
I mean, she's not out here just being like, you know, she's going to nursing school. Where are her parents? Why is she with him? I mean,
well, I believe the mom has a video too. Now, I've never seen the mom's video. You guys keep talking, And I'm gonna try to Google the mom's video because they said the mom was speaking out and felt some kind of way. But
So
apparently the mom was a crack.
Ooh.
And this is to see. Apparently the mom was a cokehead, but then this guy was brought up on charges of drug trafficking. And there's these allegations that he has AIDS and HIV. There's a lot going on with this
Oh,
story.
God.
Mess.
Yeah.
you
so
go
my
ahead.
my thing about that is it's not about the age. Like if that's what she wants to do in terms of the age, do that. You know what I'm saying? Like there are a lot of advantages, and I know that we've talked about that before. Like there are a lot of advantages for somebody younger dating somebody older. It's not about that. It's about the intention. Like the position that you held was the fact that you were going to be my godfather, and then you turn around and we develop this other kind of relationship. Like I don't think that that's really fair. She wasn't an adult when all that was happening, you know, like when the bond was formed.
Because
So
like
this is
I
the
wonder
mother.
like
I've
when
never
that
seen
started.
this. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just saying like I was just wondering like when the relationship like just started, like when did they switch essentially from you're my goddaughter to now I want to marry you. Like I don't know, like I feel like that timeline, just because she is 18, like it was going on essentially before, way
Yeah,
before that.
Good point.
it had to. Like it had to.
So
And
this
uh-oh.
was it is, right? I'm on live. So my daughter and Mike Huckabee married each other, right? I don't approve of that stupid ass cartoon ass shit, and that's what the fuck I said. I ain't even go to that fuck ass shit. Mike, you know I fucked your ass in 2017 in my apartment in the motherfucking LP.
Wait a minute, bitch.
What? Yo, she put
He
that
going
shit
to
Oh.
out there. She said, "Look, no."
He was coming over there hard. Anybody who know me know when I stayed over, y'all seen that fat stank ass nigga the fuck over there. Okay? For a cell phone, $150. Okay? I was working at Family Dollar and I needed some extra money.
Okay,
So
bitch.
that's
I was working at
Let me
Family
tell you
Dollar,
something.
and I needed some extra money, bitch. I
Let me
should
tell
get a
you
reaction to
something.
this.
The fact that she put herself out there like that lets me know that maybe we should listen to what she's saying. Maybe she's telling
Right.
the truth because she did put herself out there, you know, with no
She's
shit.
definitely telling the truth. I believe her.
And we're not even a minute in.
Right? She just
I believe her.
what that was about. I told this dumb, and then when she ran away when I stayed over there with my oldest daughter in Jacksonville, Mike was the main one talking about this my goddaughter. Y'all help me find her. Da, 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 da. Y'all remember that shit? Y'all remember when I whooped Deja ass in that kitchen too? Like the 14-year-old little girl she was. Yeah, y'all remember that shit. So, with that being said, Deja's my last child. Her name really is Deja Neaya Evans.
Ooh.
Like Davinia Evans, mine. She just got adopted in 2016, right before I came home. Okay, by Ashley Jackson, white chick. All right, so with that being said, Deja doesn't remember when she was little. She don't remember when I was.
Okay, so she clearly didn't have custody of Deja. So Deja's already grew up in a tumultuous like family. Like, so she's already been broken. So this is manipulation here on Mike's part because Deja's already a mess.
right.
When she was with me, I lost my kids to DCF. A lot of y'all know I used to snort patty, sold a lot of motherfucking drugs, whooped a lot of ass, went to jail a lot. I was young and wild as fuck. I done apologized, and I'd be goddamn if I apologize any motherfucking more. But bitch, you said you married Mike because you need stability. Okay, so your son, your stepson, my little cousin, your little cousin, yeah, he didn't know whether to call you his godmama or his motherfucking his stepmama or his god sister. I say, is she your god sister or your stepmama or your cousin? He said, she my god sister and my cousin. No, my stepmama and my cousin. No, but he said, my stepmama and my god sister. That's sad. So, all this shit what Deja putting up, all this shit with Mike and all that, let me tell y'all motherfuckers something. Because first of all, I'm a real motherfucking witch, bitch. Because if I want to get you, I'll get you. Please don't sleep, okay? I ain't got to come and do nothing physical to you. I promise I will send the spirits to you, bitch. Now fuck with me. You, your husband, the family, I don't give a fuck. Bitch, I'm over here. You was just over here to this house yesterday talking about how much you love me. playing with me and jumping on me. But then all of a sudden, you on motherfucking Facebook talking about, oh, I'm at my real mama house. Bitch, take your ass out. You need to be motherfucking black Matthias, hoe. Stay your fucking ass over there with the white people in the west side. Bitch, I'm east side. Fuck wrong with you? I'm born in Cape Town, Virginia, on the Eastern Shore, raised in goddamn Gifford. That sound like Easter fuck to me. So, with all that being said, fuck all that shit. Fuck all that. I love my granddaughter, Noonie. I sure do. But before I kiss anybody's ass to spend any time with her, I'm done. I got one grandson. His name is Giovanni Josiah Robinson.
She putting everybody on blast.
He's playing with dreads and people just standing all the time. My knee baby, that's my bestie. And I love her to death. Yes, yes, she is my favorite child. And you know why? Because she say, yes, ma'am, please, may I know and thank you. And she respects the fuck out of me. Even through my fucking past addiction. Bitch, I ain't smoked powder, smoked cigarettes since 6/24/15. That's my clean date. How about that? Top that. And I ain't have to go to no motherfucking program to do that shit.
Come on, girl.
Jail, prison, none of that. I just got tired of losing. So I changed my life. So before I let any motherfucking body talk about, oh, Peaches this, and I ain't got AIDS. This pussy real clean. All my kids came to Sarah and it's tight as fuck.
Oh, okay, like we get it.
That's why her fucking my daughter's husband was deep begging me for my pussy for years. And when I finally let him get some of it, he tried to play me, so we fell out.
Okay. So we get
somebody for everybody, I guess.
There's a lot going on with that. Okay.
It's hard going on. So what's her defense? That's where Deja's supposed to go? Oof.
Oh.
She a mess.
Okay. So help me. So what's going on here? Somebody break this down.
The mom was definitely more of a mess than the couple. That's what I'll say.
It sounds like the mom, like she don't. It sounds like she definitely don't approve of it, but it sounds like she's definitely a little salty that he married her daughter.
A little jealous.
I feel like old dude took advantage of that situation. Clearly, you can tell that family situation was messed up. The daughter didn't have a good example, as we can see, and so that guy came in and decided to prey on the girl and groomed her. That's what happened. That's what it looks like to me. And so mom's upset about it.
Well, I think that this is a hot ghetto ass mess, and I kind of feel the same way that Sean feels, and I also feel that Deja has had such a fucked up past and relationship and so much resentment. Her mom was never there for her, and she's the perfect candidate to be groomed to be into some situation like this, just from her upbringing. Like, it is essentially the mom's fault. You can't be mad because she literally led her daughter down the
road. Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, parents are supposed to be the example. They're supposed to be a model. And if you can't be a parent and you can't be a model, you need to leave your kids with a model or some kind of example. And she didn't do that. So that's what happened.
That's where the godparents or the other family come into play.
Right.
Right.
Shout out to Deja. Hopefully
she was dealt with.
Hopefully she finishes up nursing school and can have her career going, because that is something positive out of it. I mean, she is continuing in her life, and look where her mom, what she's doing, acting a fool on the internet. And Deja's over here, 18, on her way to becoming a nurse. Very passionate and driven woman, from what I heard on the live stream. So shout out to her.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's move on. Age ain't nothing but we're not talking about that. Okay, let's talk about Little Nas X and Little Boosie. I feel like we talk about them at least once every other week here. It's just ridiculous. So Lil Nas X, the American gay troll. I'm over it. But anyway, he went on and said that he was doing a record with Little Boosie. Little Boosie did not like that. He said that and responded in a slew of racial slurs. I'm trying to find the slurs right now. But he said something along the lines of, "Stop trolling me, faggot. LOL, you're a whole bitch playing with a gangster," shaking my head. "You can keep sucking dick and getting fucked in your ass. Peace. And you hate yourself. I would love to if I was you. LOL, LOL. Oh, I would too. I would hate myself too if I was you. LOL. Nas X, if you committed suicide, you would do the world a huge favor. Nobody wants you here. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
I think that Lil Boosie has something really, really messed up going on the inside because he gives way too much energy to the LGBTQ plus movement, the agenda, like all the energy that he puts into it. I feel like it's a little bit obsessive. I love Lil Boosie as far as his music, but like his mentality, I feel like based off of, he's older. So kind of like based off of how he grew up in the hood and stuff, like, dude, you need to let that go because you're showing, you know what I'm saying? Like you're showing.
Mhm.
And the fact that you're putting so much energy into it, it says something and it's not looking good.
I think people could genuinely be like just hateful towards gay people, and I feel like he definitely represents that. I it's hard, I think Sean can get more into this more because it's hard. I just see them as celebrities promoting themselves. That's all I see them as really. But I guess when I get into it, yeah, I think Boosie represents a true group of people who maybe they aren't like homophobic or any. I mean, maybe they aren't gay on the inside. Excuse me. Maybe they aren't gay or something like that. Because a lot of people say they're hiding their sexuality, but they're just genuinely not for it. Like they're very hateful also in their saying. Because it's a lot of that in Miami and Broward County.
But that makes me wonder, like, if something happened to him at like a younger age, or like while he went away, like, did something like happen to make these feelings like progress to where they are now? Basically, like he's wishing somebody to basically off himself.
So to
Like,
give y'all his age, because I did look up his age. He's 38.
wait, what?
He's
That's
30,
a hard 38.
38. I
Yeah,
know.
that's a very
I
hard
know.
38,
He's
baby.
38.
That's not that old.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
But so my thing is, a lot of people, I got a little backlash about it but I felt like, he got tricked by a transgender. And he feelings
I could see
either,
that.
you know what I mean? I feel
could
like
see
these
that.
are the
See
type
that.
of men, that will go fuck anything. And and it's a late night, you get high off the Percocets or whatever it is, you're out of town, and there's some very passable trans women in the South. And maybe he's fucked one on accident, or maybe one of them has sucked his dick and he found out that later on it was a trans or whatever the case may be, and now he's scarred. To me, this reeks of either two things. One, you have been affected by someone in the gay community, you know what I mean, or you have gay feelings that you are suppressing, or two, this is an extreme clout chase, and you know what I mean, and but you're doing it in like the wrong way. But that we're in a climate right now where there's this heterosexual versus gay people thing happening, you know what I mean, and you want to be the leader of the straights and in the
Yes.
fuck the LGBT movement, and that there is a group of people that is going to support you, so now you can be the voice to get off all of your homophobic rhetoric, because there's this narrative that's being spun that gay people are always so sensitive and heterosexual people don't have a voice, and so you can't say anything, so now you're going to be the rebellious one to say what all the straight people are thinking, and they're going to support you.
That's exactly what it's given.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's kind of
Yes.
what it's also giving me.
At
Like,
this
I don't
point.
care to be mainstream. I just want to, but I want to be street stream,
Right.
That's the thing.
Just stay
I want
relevant.
I want the street cred, and I'm doing this for the real niggas that can't, that has, I'm doing this for the babies of the world, for the Dave Chappelle's. Fuck you, faggot ass niggas. And then everybody still is gonna support me because everybody love Boosie.
I don't know. I think it kind of works against him because he's not real big. I mean, of course we know him, but it kind of cuts you off from all the different artists that are coming out that are gay or that are other. You're doing yourself a disservice because you can't work with them. So,
But does Boosie really care? Like, we got to think about it.
I
Does
don't think he
Boosie
cared
really
about
care?
that.
I don't think he cares
I don't
about
think
that.
so. I don't think so. I'm just saying that, but I do feel like it was when you were talking about an experience. I could honestly see him having a trans experience. He was drunk, high, whatever he was doing, and then he accidentally or whatever, and then after that, he has this strong agenda against people that are like that because of his situation. I could definitely see that.
Right.
Mhm.
Has Lil Nas X addressed him before? He probably went extra hard because he was addressed directly, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, Lil
You
Nas X
know,
basically said we're doing a record together. And how do we feel about Lil Nas X?
But you know what, Lil
that's
Nas
why I
X.
say
The thing about Lil Nas X though is that he knew what he was doing whenever he sent that out because he knows that Boosie is going to react. You know, we already know Lil Nas X to put himself out there in a way that people will react, and that was a very smart business move because what did Boosie do? Exactly what you wanted him to do. So
yes,
he
like a
used it for
clown.
promotion. Yes, exactly, like a clown.
Yeah, I think it's annoying, but I can respect it. I respect the hustle essentially.
I'm kind of
Right,
getting
Not
with the
turned on.
bigger
I'm
uh,
kind of getting
picture.
over Lil Nas X. I'm over the antics at this point, you guys.
That's what
Is that
celebrity
all you
is.
have?
That's what celebrities give a lot of the time. So I
But I'm
just,
starting to feel like it's very one trick. Like I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of feeling like, okay, give me something else. Like, does this create a legacy? Like, are we gonna still be talking about Lil Nas X 10 years from now?
I think so.
yeah, I feel like
Honestly,
probably
I
so. What do you?
do. I honestly do. He says
Okay.
he's gonna change up. He's gonna have a new era. Like this is his gay era. So yeah, get some Boosie comments, put it in the gay era legacy, and then move on to your whatever era, whatever that means. Next.
Yeah, I think this is a space holder though until like whenever he decides to do music again at some point if he decides to do music again. But I think all the antics are kind of like just a hold over until he decides to do that stuff.
And not for nothing, I think this was a good play for Lil Nas X, to manipulate the situation because now you have all of commercial, mainstream media and industry. Oh, and in the gay community, like the white gays, the pop community. Oh my God, Lil Nas X, are you okay? Let's uplift you even more
Yes.
because now
Hmm.
these urban community, these black people, they're tearing you down. The hip hop community hates you. We're going to uplift you. We're going to give you endorsements. We're going to give you more money. We're going to support you, Little Nas X. We're
Yep.
inclusive. So it almost looks like black people don't support Lil Nas X, but white people do. It's real weird. It's a game, and I don't know how I feel about it.
It does look like
And
that.
there's a piece
Yeah.
of me, and I'm going on a Lil Nas X rant right now, but there's almost a piece of me that feels like, in my mind, I feel like I was looking at a picture of him the other day, and I'm just like, I believe that this man is truly gay. I believe
Really?
that he felt like this was the opportunity for him to really catapult his career. Like, did he sell? Is this a moment where he kind of, we laugh about it, but was this his selling of the soul moment? Like, I don't know. I just got to me, I had this realization, like, bitch, did you just make a move? Because he's got a song in that industry, baby, where he was like, I haven't lost since I've been gay. And I'm like, and even when I try to see him be gay, it looks so unnatural.
Hmm.
So to me, I'm just like, did you do this for this? And then are you gonna try to like shift it later and fuck around and have a
Wow.
girlfriend to have everybody talking about it? Then you're gonna have the story about how you're bisexual, and then all of a sudden you're not gay. Like, I don't know. After you've
I
made
could
all
You
this
see
just cracked
that.
my
money,
brain open.
Yeah,
I could see that. Now, as far as the feminine sexuality, like those moments that you'll see him on stage or like certain outfits that he wears, I can definitely see how it doesn't seem as believable because he comes off as a little more masculine than some of the things that they kind of like put out there for us to see. But I could see him later on finding a girlfriend and having a
oh wait, let
baby
me.
and just
They
like all
said since he
that.
began. Sorry, I said it wrong. Okay, sorry. Go. Sorry, Sean.
Since I began. No, I was just saying I could see him doing exactly what you were saying, like later on going ahead and getting married or like having a kid or something like that's just it's for show, but then I also feel like that's kind of how he is. He doesn't come off as the kind of person that um he kind of just lists his day by day experience. That's just kind of like how I see him. One day I'm this, next day I'm that, next day I'm this, that. He's like discovering himself and he's young too.
Yes. I feel like a
hey,
part of it, sorry, Jared, I feel like he's just a
no, go
little
ahead.
awkward, like he's just finding himself too. If on the grounded perspective, I feel like he's just maybe a little awkward. He's coming into himself, he's accepting himself, and I think that's probably what it is. Like, I get that vibe from him as well. Go
But
ahead.
isn't that kind of like the same thing that Demi Lovato essentially is somewhat doing too? Like, I mean, I don't really know much about her. I just know that every other day, like she's in the blogs regarding something about how they see themselves.
No,
Yeah, she is.
I think Demi Lovato is
But
really like that.
Oh, I didn't know. But like, I don't know. Like, I feel like people give Demi a lot of slack, but don't. I mean, well, they give Lil Nas X a lot of slack. Not
Well,
said that out
Demi
loud, but
Demi has
not as much.
consumed a lot of drugs as well. I'm
That is
just
Yeah, that's
saying,
also
right. I forgot. Like,
and even when she said that she was off the drugs, she secretly was on the drugs, and she said that herself. So we really don't know what kind of headspace she's in. So I think
that's a very
that's the
valid.
difference, you know.
she's like non-binary or something.
I don't know where she's
Mm.
at. I don't know what she's
She's,
doing.
her whole look is so. I'm like, girl, who is this?
It's not her. It's they, them, it.
Oh,
It's the gray.
Okay.
no! Don't do the gray like that.
I mean, but hey,
Don't do the gray like that. The gray can see the
So
black
they,
and white.
them, it, at,
Look,
we.
all
not
know what
at.
we look
But that's
like. We all know what we look like.
At said that it was going to the store. I'm not gonna talk like that. I refuse, bitch. Fuck you. Her, he. But anyway, all right. So moving on. This is gonna be our last topic, and then we'll take a couple of calls. Really quick. There has just been this. I want to talk about this infatuation with transgender women, sleeping with heterosexual men. Obviously, we know Sydney Starr, the transgender clout chaser, has been exposing men all for her whole career as being who she is, if she has a career. Even though I love Sydney Starr, no shade, but it's just a little excessive. You have her. Then you have Little Dirk, who was recently exposed for allegedly sleeping with a transgender. He was trending for that. So, is it a thing? Do you believe that a lot of these men are sleeping with transgenders? And if so, why is this news?
I think it's news that the men are with the women, not so much the women with the men, because it's like, oh wow, so you're straight, but you're attracted to trans women as well. So I think that's more the breaking. It's more like the fact that it's this man with this woman, especially those last two stories you listed, because you just would never expect that. I think also because people don't believe it. People don't think it's true. People think these trans women are going around making it up. They're like, oh, I'm with this man, I'm with that man.
Or
And they're like,
tricking
there's
them.
no way. Tricking, yeah, you must be tricking them. You must be lying. Or you're not even that cute. So how could you? It's like, no, Sydney Starr is with Homeboy, and she's not, to me, that cute. Shout out to her. She's a legend in the game, in my opinion, from my perspective. But, she's average looking, so.
Don't do Sydney like that. Don't.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just
Sydney's
keeping it plain. I'm just saying if she, because they like to say, oh, they can't do this, they can't do that. But look, they're doing it. They're out here doing it. And yes, I hear most people still have the parts. So yeah, we're doing it with the parts. They're still feminine.
I think it's more appealing to people that are heterosexual because of the scandal aspect. I think for us, I mean, it's not so like surprising because we live the day-to-day gay experience. And I mean, I've always said that when they say LGBTQ plus or whatever, they always put the freaks in a box. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like for us, like we live a certain experience, and then for heterosexual people, they think of, oh, he's dating a transgender woman as something like scandalous. But for us, it's like, okay, well, that's what you choose to do. Go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's how I feel about
Like,
so many things. Like,
do it.
Okay, for you.
Right. Like, okay.
Jared.
That's I don't know. It's really like how what Sean was saying. It's really just like the scandal of it all is why I feel like it's kind of like popularized a little bit. But I really just don't understand the whole outing someone for doing it. Like just how Sydney has her come up or how she decided to have to come up. I just feel like that's kind of dangerous and just it's like a line that shouldn't be crossed essentially. But what you do in the bedroom is what you do in the bedroom, and can't knock you for whatever you decide to take part in.
Yes.
Okay. Now, this is part of the show. If you guys would like to come on and give your piece on anything that we've talked about today, please click the link and join the conversation. Damn, this hour kind of went by fast. We've already been on here for 55 minutes. Um. So yeah, but we had a lot of topics to talk about. That one topic was very interesting. That Ratchet family.
Ratchet
Yeah, no,
girl.
that was wild. That was a fool.
The Ratchet Adams family.
So yeah. Other than that, okay. So we got somebody up here. Let's see what they got. Let's see what they want to get into. Hello, Tigress.
Yes.
Hello.
You on mute.
Hello. Okay. Come back and let me know when you're ready.
I understand like a trans woman's excitement to say, "Look, I'm with a known heterosexual man." I get why that would be exciting for them. So it's so twisted because it's like, duh. Obviously, that's super exciting because they've been wanting their gender to be affirmed. I think the word is by society.
I mean, but
So-
after a while, though, I mean, you get one, you're like, okay, yes, two, yes, three, you already know you're passable. So at that point, like, you don't have to let everybody know.
I think it's more of the DL fantasy thrill of it all.
Yeah, I could see that.
Okay. Hi, Gil.
Hey y'all, what's up?
Welcome
What's up?
back. What's going
Hey.
on?
First of all, I love y'all.
I love y'all.
We love you too.
Oh,
I want to say,
Right. Oh.
I want to say, as far as Lil Nas X, I have never believed that he was ever actually gay. I think this is all a troll. Lil Nas X does not read off gay at all. To me, he never has. He's very awkward when it comes to gay things, and with him wearing heels and makeup and all those things, it seems forced. It seems very forced with him.
I think it is.
I think
Yeah.
I think
I
we
think he
also have to
sold his soul.
consider. I think we also have to consider his background because didn't he grow up in a religious household? So it may come off awkward for him because it was not okay at all in his household. So I mean, there's a little bit of that too.
What I'll
Well,
say,
go ahead.
real quick, what I'll say is, I feel like he never would have been doing any of this if he wasn't famous. That's what it is too. Like they're telling him, like,
Yeah.
do this, do that.
To the
What-
extent, yeah, like to the extent
But
that
I-
he's going, yeah,
Like
I could see that.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I feel like
When I hear-
that was all a part of the plan to get to this level of fame. Like and I feel like he had the Old Town Road, boom. But I don't feel like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't feel like musically Lil Nas X just has it to just be like that. Maybe everybody gets that one viral moment, but I don't think consistently musically he has and artistically he has what it takes to just be a dope artist like that. So I felt like him being this gay, there was a lane and this explosive, exploitative, like trolley kind of like lane that we've never seen before, and he was willing to assume the position and pause, but he was willing to assume the position and take on that role, and look where it's gotten him. It's gotten him very, very far, and he's being talked about every single day. And so I feel like there was a certain price that he paid for that, and I feel like you have to be known as like this gay guy that's gonna do all this explosive, controversial shit.
But didn't it start with him trying to like break into the country music scene though? And he basically said, "Nah, you can't do that because your music wasn't country enough."
Oh,
Or am I just
was
thinking
right.
not country enough for me.
Well, if you look at Lil Nas X, you can clearly see he's a puppet. He's been a puppet for a very long time. He will do whatever it takes to make his money and become famous, because I agree with Armand to where he's not a great artist at all. Like, I like his music, but I don't listen to his music on a continuous basis. Like, it's like, oh, I like that song, and then I forget about that song. Like, it's not something that I continue to listen to. Or his album. Like, he's not a great artist. Let's just be clear about that. He's
But
not
it's only
that
his first
great.
album. It's only his first album. I feel like he can get another album or two. Honestly, it wasn't until Madonna's third album that she was seen as like somebody great. Like, she had a cute little bops here and there. The first album, the second album, people like them more now because she's known. But before her third album, after rolling around on the ground at the VMAs and all that stuff, then her third album came out. I was like, okay, she can actually do something here. She's not just a little dance girl who makes little dance bops. So everyone grows at their own pace. I think he can do it. I have faith in him because I think he has the full package. He has the branding on point. It looks amazing.
But the thing
He's
is,
selling me. I don't like the music yet, but he's selling me. He's selling
the,
it to me well.
the thing with Lil Nas X, so where else can he go? Like, as far as growth, where can he go?
The thing is, that's for him to decide. Watch, he's gonna put his sexuality on the back burner, and he's gonna do what he wants to do. He's gonna do something else. That's for him to figure out. I can't think. He's the artist. You couldn't think of it either. You know what I mean? He'll figure that out.
They said we're too old for his music. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, Omar. Hi, panel.
Hi, Butterfly.
I know you said you dropped the link for for anybody who wanted to comment on any of the subjects that you talked about. The one subject that I did want to speak on was the whole harassment of the R victim. And I really think it's sad, and I think that people are making up excuses.
Hold on. Everybody, somebody's saying that somebody is echoing. I don't hear an echo. Is
it me?
No. Okay, go ahead.
Is it me?
Echo was gone. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Yeah, I just think that like the gentleman above me said, I think we should just wait and see. However, I do lean on the side of believing Jennifer because of Nikki's track record. She has doxed a person before for giving an opinion about her. The lady lost her job, she doxed her. I mean, we have seen Nikki use her platform and her fan base on numerous occasions to attack people in public view. So it's not far-fetched that she would do that to somebody who she think is beneath her and that she could get away with doing it to. And that's for me why I tend to believe the victim, because Nikki has shown who she is as a person with the things that she has done.
Well, what happened with the whole Nikki thing and the journalist, that she got what she deserved, to be quite honest.
The journalist, the Trinidadian journalist, I'm not talking about her, but she didn't deserve that neither. But I'm talking about the blogger that she got doxxed and got fired from her job a few years ago.
Oh,
Nikki has a track record.
Karen Civil got her fired. The black girl, she was a black girl.
Oh,
yes, who made a comment on Nikki's new album and why she didn't like it and what she seen that Nikki could or maybe should do. And Nikki went way to the left and got that girl fired and stalked and doxxed that girl, and her fans harassed and terrorized that lady. Nikki's fans have had a history of doing this. You can't say nothing about her. You can't have a critical, like, what do they call it? You can't have constructive criticism about her. Because with the lady that she had that did that to was just giving constructive criticism. And Nikki went way to the left, calling the girl ugly, talking about, like, Nikki herself has no behavior. So it's not far-fetched that she would do that to somebody who she feels like she can get away with doing it to. You see what I'm saying?
I would have to say, for me, Nicki Minaj, I'm not a fan of her. I'm starting to like her a little bit more now, but I do see that there is a hate train against her. But at the same time, Nicki Minaj is part of the old media also, meaning that she can put her weight around. She's used to putting her weight around without anyone speaking on it, but things have changed now to where you cannot do that.
Right.
With blogs and different people coming up, like, you cannot throw your weight around and expect to not be it not to be spoken upon. And Nicki, again, and it's not just Nicki. Let's be clear, Beyonce does it. Other artists,
absolutely. I don't like Beyonce neither. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel bad that Carrie Hilson still does not have a career to this day because of Beyonce. God. I don't like Beyonce. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of hers neither. I don't believe in worshiping celebrities. First of all, like, if you're wrong, you're wrong. You see what I'm saying? And Jay-Z got a real dark past too. That's why I don't really rock with him neither. Ooh. Like, I'm not into worshiping people because they're famous and they have money. Like, wrong is wrong and right is right. I don't care how famous you are. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care what people think you did for something that was already done before you came. But we'll leave that alone. That's a personal opinion on that. But like, throwing your weight around and harassing people and using your fan base to do that is just not cool. And like I said, I feel like she is using her fame and her money and her power to try to silence the victim. And I don't think that's right. And we've seen her do this. We've seen her throw her weight around. And I don't think there's a hate train. I think you get what you give. Nikki's a nasty person. There's not an industry that hasn't had a bad situation with Nikki. Look what she did to Mariah Carey. There's just so many things about her personality that is not likable. I don't think it's a hate train. I think it's and what you're giving. You're not.
Okay. Let me get Tigress in here. Let me get Tigress in here. Okay, thank you. Okay, let me get Tigress in here. We got Tigress and
Keontae.
Oh, Keontae. Okay, go ahead,
like
Tigress.
the wine, baby.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing? I was just wanting to piggyback off what the other guest was saying about Nikki. I don't necessarily think there's a hate train against her. I just think that, that, and I love Nicki Minaj's music. It's just that I can see her personality, and she gives me a very much, hurt woman. She does a lot of things to garner views. She competes with Cardi B. Every little thing she does, she comes behind her, like even with the marriage and the kids and stuff. She didn't really get into a marriage until Cardi B got with Offset. So she gives me pretty much that. I just think she just does stuff for attention, and with the whole Kenneth Petty situation, it's just a bad situation that she just hopped into without really thinking about it, and it's really just blowing up in her face at the moment. That's pretty much all I have to say about Nikki. But what I really wanted to get into was the situation with the transgender women and the straight men. Because if you didn't know, I'm a transgender woman myself.
Okay.
A lot of women, biological women, I think the issue that comes up is they don't, deep down in themselves, I don't care if they are with the community or anything like that, but deep down they don't look at us as women. They don't see us as women. They still see us as men. So when they know of, or they find out that a straight heterosexual presenting man is attracted to a transgender woman, and they know that they're transgender, I think that gives them the opportunity to be like, oh, well, you're looking at this man, are you gay? And it's not particularly that, because a lot of people don't understand the difference between gender and sex. There's two different things. And with men, it's really not the vagina. It's really not. It's the energy that you give off. Men look at that feminine energy, and that's what they're attracted to. So if a man
wait a minute. So men are not attracted to vaginas?
That's not what I'm saying. Men, the woman as physique comes with vaginas.
Okay.
Every woman don't have a vagina, and most of the time, men that's basically is just icing on the cake.
Okay.
So I get men all the time, and I have a conversation with them, and they're like, okay, well, some of them, they are hip to, what I am. But when I tell them, most of them be like, oh, well, that's fine. I don't really too much care about that. It's the appearance, it's the energy that you give off. And most of the men are attracted to that. Because if it's just the vagina, then, what will make the next woman, special from the next?
Okay, hold on. Somebody said every woman does. Sorry, I will disagree. Every female has a vagina, but not every woman does.
Exactly, and that goes back to basic scientific studies. And that's why I'm really a person that believes that we have to have a good educational thing going on in the schools with the educational system to go over these things, because a lot of this information, if it was taught in school early on, it will be a lot of people that'll be much more comfortable within themselves, and be a lot of people will be more comfortable with people liking for what they like, and don't have a misunderstanding about what is what and how is what, because I've seen a lot of excuse my French, masculine women that goes out with a bunch of our trans sisters, and a lot of people are confused with that, So it's much more than penis and vagina. It's very much more than that. And I think a lot of people are very one-dimensional when it comes to that, and that's what caused the big uproar with that.
Okay, let me get Keontae. Keontae.
I'm here.
Okay, go ahead. Okay,
How y'all
Keontae.
doing? How y'all
Hey.
What's
doing?
up?
Everybody looking all
Welcome.
good and bright. I'm in the city cold doing the Harlem Shake.
Okay, period.
The poles is coming down. It's debris flying on the freeway. I'm just trying to get my package. How y'all doing? I just want to comment on two things.
Okay.
The black people, that little girl and that man,
Yes.
you know, us in our community, we don't go for that. You
No.
Exactly.
know, in the
No,
house
we do
growing
not.
up, at the car
No.
table, granny, you got your family, their friends come over. Everybody know you. That might be your auntie, because that's granny friend or your mama friend. You know what I mean? We used to dance for them, playing dominoes. That was coming through. Never would you look at the kids. You know,
Right.
I don't get it. Like, and the way
Right.
they just putting it bluntly out there, like black folk don't go for that. Like, you're nasty. So you been preying on my child all this time? And I didn't
Yeah.
gave you the right to, if something happened to me, to trust you with my child. And you
Mm-hmm.
gonna marry her? Like, that's not,
But
that's, I don't get
what
that.
negativity comes from that?
It's
From
it's
them
it's
getting married? Like,
it's
cause what
not
you
about
just
them.
said
It's
kind
not,
of
it's
lined
not,
up with
I'm
what
so hung on
happened.
the marriage. I'm not hung
So,
on the marriage. I'm hung on the upbringing. And you haven't been so close to this girl coming up through life. You know, you seen her running around in her little Barbie panties. You probably seen her in the bathtub. You know how it go at
Mm-hmm.
And
the
I,
party, at the function.
and I
It's
have a
just how.
question. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I just want to jump on that. You know, a lot of the black films, you said that a lot of black people don't go for that. But you know, if I look back on different ways of my upbringing, you know, have different you know, I have different eyesight on different other people's families, and you know, if I look back and you know, black people in that type of situation, it's like they don't really care. They don't really say too much about it. Like
Now,
you can have even now they don't really too much say anything about the man in the situation. They always
right?
turn to the little girl as if you know, and at the same time the little girl may be too fast, but this is a grown adult playing on a little girl. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like we have to get the predator in the situation, and they never go after the predator.
Those that make me feel like, were you always preying on my child? Because you've been in her life all her life, or however long it's been, but I'm pretty sure it's before she was 10.
praying. I just
You
Okay,
know?
so
Yeah.
the part that I would say is praying is the fact that 18, if you're 18, you don't have very much time in between to
She
think
just
of
turned
her.
18 yesterday.
That's what I'm saying. So like you had to have been thinking about her inappropriately before the age of 18. So there is praying
true.
involved. Like let's not be
Right,
delusional. There's been
right.
praying involved. And I think that's the part that's uncomfortable. Like I don't care about the age. It's the fact that you were designated to be a godfather. That was your role.
In her life. Yeah, like you said, you are trusted with her. You know, now they don't really do the godparent thing, how it was strict in my upbringing. Like my godmom got custody of me when my mother passed away. That's how that go. You know, but it's not really like that. You got 5, 6 god daddies, it depending on who got money to be the god daddy these days. You know what I mean? Who the booster, who looking cute. Oh, that's your godmama, say hi. Now that's how they do. But back then they were strict on the rules of a godparent. You got Christianing by your godparent. You went to the house of
Yes.
the Lord, you got your little pretty white dress on, and you know you had it was different back then. But he 50, he know how it go, and they're ignorant. It's just how they blatantly on here, like getting people fired up. I be ready to jump through the thing, talking about who is she talking to? It just came across my feed, and I'm like, huh? And another thing I gotta say is Nicki Minaj. I like Nicki, she cool. The music's not there for what, how many years now? Like no music. It's just all these posts, like 30-second videos and the baby and showing this and a picture or a dance. Like, where is Nicki? Like Nicki haven't came out
Mm-hmm.
and did
Yes.
no hoo-ha, you know what I mean, concert, a primo of something besides these little increments of videos that she said she was not going to do. And that's all you see now. So I'm like, will the real Nicki please stand up?
Mm.
That's, I
Oh.
don't know. And Lil Durk, and that's publicity. They put stuff in our face because that's what these kids reading too, drama. But behind all this is something else going on.
Mm.
That's how I
Okay.
feel. You know, because we addicted to drama. We like to see, so they gonna put all these little videos, old block, Nikki, all this in our face, our community, but in the background, we don't know what's really going on because we're not looking at the new.
All right, child. Well, thank you for getting into some things.
Thank
We
you.
gotta
I
wrap
love
this
you,
show. Thank you,
Armand.
boo.
I've been
I love
watching
you
for
too,
so
baby. You
long,
got
little
into some things.
pedestrian. But I was like, oh, he from the Bay. I'm in. I'm on.
Thank you
I
so
love you,
much.
baby. Y'all
Love
have a
you.
good one.
You too. Bye.
Wow, we got into some things. If there's anybody else, we had some people that came in and came out. He looked like he was finna really get into something. He looked like a bar. He was trying to cut us out. Cause Chad, he looked like he was ready to go off on that about the Nikki, we love her. But anyway, so yeah, child. Well, we got one more person that just a brand new person, so we'll get her. Lexi, what's going on? Turn me down in the back. We got one more person that just a brand new person. Hey.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
Well, I just wanted to say hi. You have a supporter all the way from Trinidad.
Hey, shout out to Trinidad.
So I just want to say about the whole Nikki situation. Whew, she, ever since she married a man, and I for one, wait, I could understand me properly. Could you all understand me properly?
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Clearly.
Good, okay. So ever since she married a man, everything just went downhill from there. Honestly, that's what I think.
It's true.
Ever since the music, even yesterday, up to yesterday, where she had that song that she bring out with Elton John. It not even normally when she bring out a song, she name let's be trending on Twitter. Everybody does be talking about it. Since she bringing out new music now, nobody not even talking about it. It's like she gradually just withering away.
It doesn't have to be like that for her. She needs to get her act together.
What she needs to do is what she needs to do is she needs to dump this guy and she needs to do a record with Little Kim. Then I'm telling you, that'll bring her all the way back.
That would be a good idea just for promotional purposes, and it'll help Lil Kim out. You know what I'm saying? Help her out for a little bit too. So it would, do something.
Yeah, but I don't understand how to only man in the world. Like that is the best you could have picked up. You could have had anybody. I feel it's a pattern thing, as one of all said before. I can't remember who said it, but I think it's a pattern thing, a psychological thing, because of what she went through when she was growing up, and then with her brother, and then that's what she knew. That's what she grew up knowing. So she just going into the same pattern over and over and over until she like really sit back and heal all that hurt. Then she will move on. But it would just be the same pattern over and over, and I can't handle. I am a barb actually. Well, was, and I can't stand it when. Sorry, let me mute my phone. I can't stand it when she knows she's wrong, but she's still going on and gaslighting the barbs and turning situations around and lying just not to look like the bad guy. When you're wrong, you're wrong. I even get blocked from a barb page, all kind of thing for that. Because like when the whole thing was going on with like the Trinidadian reporter and all those things, I literally, and then the week after, I can't even remember anything, I just completely lock off all of this shit. When like the week after or like some days after, she just posted up a picture like nothing happened, and I reposted it, retweeted it, sorry, and I was like, so are we just supposed to forget what just happened like a week ago or some days ago, where she was like on a whole roll and a whole run back to back with the whole COVID shit and all them things. And it's like we were supposed to forget all of that, and then I get blocked for that.
Yeah,
literally got blocked for that. And then it's like this whole thing just going on with her husband, and she addressing everything else in the world except that. Except that.
Which makes there be some truth to that.
Exactly.
Because you addressed it once on Queen Radio. So why not address it now? But we can go on about this for hours. Thank you so much, Lexi, for getting into some things. And shout out to Trinidad. Okay. Yes. Today was a lengthy show. Now it started short, then it got lengthy, but hey, we liked it. It was very legendary. So we got into some things, guys. I want to thank everyone for coming. This has been episode 4. Next week we'll probably be here, but I'll probably be recording from another location. So I don't know what that internet is gonna be giving. So just work with me. So anybody you guys want to start off and let people know where they can find you and all the things?
Yeah, definitely follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Miles_Spears. Also follow me on YouTube, Miles Spears ASMR, or just search up Miles Spears. And OnlyFans, shout out to that too, Love y'all.
You guys can catch me on Instagram. I am _Sean Christopher, where I do Mindfulness Mondays. So I do it the day after this show. And then also I work with Color Block Magazine at Color Block Magazine on Instagram. We just released a new magazine, issue 9, which is going to be Behind the Beauty. We have our online virtual store available, and then we are going to be releasing the paper copy soon. So you guys can check that out as well.
And then you guys can follow me on my Instagram and Twitter. My handle, it's the same. So it's at JVCO with 2 underscores.
That's it? Okay, that was very...
Yeah, that's really odd.
It's the vocal fry for me.
Right.
Oh, I love vocal fry.
All right, guys, this has been another legendary show. As always, thank you guys for supporting and coming to the boys chat. Thank you, boys. I love you guys. All air hugs from me. I'm motherfucking tired because I've been up on Clubhouse all day yesterday, today. Nigga needs some sleep. And I will see you guys probably at a later day. So, or maybe later today. All right, bye. Follow me all across your social medias at The Armand Wiggins Show. And until next time, we'll see you soon. Bye.